We're back! In case you missed it, a month ago we posted that we were taking a little bit of a break from Instagram and YouTube. The reason for this is that we were feeling overwhelmed and extra stressed from all the big changes in our life.
Yeah, the last 10 months have been full of so many challenges and changes, from spending 7 months working on the van, which we had no idea how to do it, so it was really stressful, to working our full-time jobs, as well as working full-time on the blog and the vlog, also managing having Kona in the van, which has been really hard. It was just a lot, and we were just feeling really stressed and exhausted and not like ourselves at all. And so something had to go so we could kind of find some time to kind of get our groove back, and unfortunately it had to be all of this.
We wanted to be honest about how we were feeling, because the truth is traveling full-time is not always easy. We have mostly good days, but there are the occasional bad days, and so we just always want to be honest about our experiences.
So we thought a lot about during our break how we can stay happy and healthy while juggling everything in our life, because we can't quit our jobs and we also want to do this full time, so we have to find a way to balance it better. So we have a few ways that we're going to do that, which might impact our channel in the future. So number one, we are only going to film vlogs on the weekend. We've been trying to film vlogs on weekdays while working, and it's just been way too much.
Tough.
That's when the meltdowns happen. So we're not going to do that anymore. Number two, we are going to probably post one vlog per week. That's going to be the goal. If we're on a longer trip, if we're in Hawaii or in Italy or something like that, we will probably post 2 a week, but our normal like day-to-day vlogs will be 1 a week, just because it's much easier for us to, one, film those, edit them, get them posted, all that fun stuff. And 3, we're going to take breaks if needed. If we feel really overwhelmed, we put a lot of pressure on ourselves. So if we feel really overwhelmed, we might take a little mini break and not post something for a couple days. We don't want to feel like we have to post something on a Wednesday. If, we need till Friday just so we feel more relaxed, that's what we're going to do. So it shouldn't change things overall, but that's our plan. We want to just listen to ourselves more, and the second we feel stressed out, we just want to take a breath.
Brakes, yeah.
Pump the brakes and find a way to get to that happy, healthy state again.
Keep it balanced.
Yes, balance is good. A huge thank you to all of you guys for being so supportive during all of this. So when we posted that we were taking a break, we were kind of nervous. It's really hard for us to step back from this, because as cheesy as it sounds, traveling and sharing our adventures and helping other people travel is our true passion and calling in life. And so taking a break from it was really, really, really hard for us. And so we were very thankful that people were very supportive and encouraging and sent us lots of positive emails and messages during our break.
Yeah, sticking with us.
Yeah, thank you for staying with us.
So what have we been up to since the last vlog? So much has happened since then. Let's fill you in. After our hike in the enchantments, we spent a couple days in Seattle and visited some of our friends and favorite spots in town, like our favorite coffee shops, ice cream, and also one of our favorite taco shops ever.
I have tears forming because I'm so happy right now. Oh, we've missed this place.
It felt so good to be back. We have a few Seattle vlogs from when we lived in Seattle, so we'll link to those below if you're looking for things to do.
We then headed to Colorado to pick up Kona from her board and train program at Flash Dog Training. We are so happy to have her back with us, even if it has been a little hard at times.
From there, we drove to Austin to fix a couple wiring issues on the van. Long story short, we needed to swap out some wires so we could use our induction stovetop and hot water heater.
And then we headed west again so I could get to 2 airports I had work trips out of. On our way, we drove to Scottsdale to see some friends and show them the van. Our friend's daughter was definitely not impressed.
And then we headed to Nevada, where we explored the beautiful Valley of Fire State Park, which is Nevada's oldest and largest state park. We saw petroglyphs, some crazy red rock formations, and a wave similar to the famous one in Arizona. If you haven't been to Valley of Fire, you should definitely check it out. It's incredible.
From there, we spent a day in Las Vegas. We kicked off our morning with sunrise at 7 Magic Mountains, which is a free art display in the desert that was supposed to only last until 2018, but it was so popular that they extended it. It's 7 colorful rock towers, and it's just very unique and beautiful.
We then headed down to the Strip to see some classic sights before spending the day at 2 of our favorite places ever, which happen to be in Las Vegas.
The first one is one of our favorite coffee shops ever called Publicus. It's such a cool vibe on the inside with really neat decor, delicious looking food, and this amazing macadamia nut latte, which has actual pieces of macadamia nuts in it.
Our second favorite spot is Tacos El Gordo, which is one of our top 5 favorite taco spots. Their meat and sauces are so freaking good. They have 3 locations in Vegas and a few in San Diego too. I'm serious, whatever you're doing right now, stop, figure out a way to get there.
We then spent the rest of the day driving around Red Rock Canyon, which is about 30 minutes from the Strip. While we'd say Valley of Fire was our favorite of the two, the proximity to the Strip makes this a great place to get a break from the craziness and enjoy some nature if you only have a few hours.
After Las Vegas, we headed north to Lake Tahoe. We spent a week here together going on hikes, lakeside strolls, working, relaxing, and enjoying the beautiful scenery. We watched an epic sunrise at Emerald Bay State Park, hiked to Eagle Lake, walked the new East Shore Trail, and hung out at Sand Harbor. We also checked out a coffee shop called Clyde's Coffee and ate at a spot called Verde Mexican Rotisserie, and let me tell you, it was the bomb.
We also celebrated our 5th wedding anniversary while on Lake Tahoe. Woohoo! We spent the day in the Truckee area going through the Donner Historic Tunnels, which are old railroad tunnels and are very creepy, but also very cool. We also explored the town of Truckee, which is super cute, and of course we had to try out a local coffee spot. After a fun week together, I had to start 2 weeks of traveling for work. First up, Milwaukee. While most of my time was spent at a conference, I managed to check out the public market, 2 local coffee shops, and wander around town. Adam stayed in the Reno area during this trip, and I definitely missed hanging out with him in Kona.
When Kathryn got back from Milwaukee, we headed to Sacramento to meet one of our longtime Instagram followers. Mauricio has followed us since right after we moved to Seattle and has always been so supportive and nice, and we were so excited to grab coffee with him.
Adam then dropped me off at the Oakland airport, where I headed to France for a week. I had half a day to explore Paris and tried to see as much as I could, including a coffee shop, eating some falafel, which is surprisingly a big thing in Paris, and go see the Eiffel Tower. But besides that, most of my time was spent working indoors.
Kathryn flew into Denver from France, and we were supposed to spend the week there, but there was a snowstorm on the way. We started to panic a bit about having enough power and the fact that our van conversion was not meant to be in snow or single-digit weather, so we spontaneously decided on the Sunday morning that the storm was hitting that we would drive 6 hours south to Albuquerque to escape it.
After a few days in New Mexico, we drove back to Colorado and suffered through a 1-degree night with our heater not working, which was brutal, but thankfully we figured out the problem and that'll never happen again. While the weather wasn't the best for van life, we were super happy to get back to Colorado because our friends got married, and we had such a fun night, dancing like fools and celebrating them, and we also got to shoot their first look, which was super special.
We'll be here in Colorado the next couple weeks as long as no more snowstorms come our way, and that's what we're picking up next time.
Thank you guys again for all of the support during our break. We are so happy to be back.
Yeah.
We have a lot of fun things planned for the rest of the year, so stay tuned.